obviously that first matchup against RAiD Black, although towards the bottom end of that 4v4, yeah, they've still got to be vigilant. That RAiD Black side is definitely something you have to watch out for, especially with players like Dedalek, and you know the medics on that side are absolutely crazy. But when you got Geordie on your side and Maxi playing as your sniper, there's not much else you have to worry about here. So the game is definitely going to be something that will excite, I think, everyone here who's been following the season throughout the past 7 weeks. So we're going to be getting into the game very, very shortly, but make sure you guys know what you're going to be in for. We'll be jumping into tonight's maps and it's going to be action-packed. These games are going to be best of 3, starting off with Rotterdam. Then we're moving to Devastation, and if it goes to that third and final map, it will be Arras. So some very, very competitive maps. Rotterdam, we know PLG can absolutely tear you up in their defense. Most teams barely even get that first A-bomb set off before they can make their way to Bravo, as you're going to have the likes of Maxi sat on A just sniping and gunning you down, while Geordie and Saint absolutely tear you up from that mid-ground. So teams just have to keep their heads on their shoulders, keep calm, and that's going to be RAiD Black's key to winning this game. They can keep calm, keep pushing forward, and try not to get in that trap of we have to secure and plant that beacon by B. Get A as soon as possible, otherwise PLG are going to get set up and start to tear you a new one here. As for PLG, they're just going to have to rely on the likes of Maxi and Saint, who are going to be anchoring things down. We like to see Maxi on that A-bomb, and Saint likes to sit in those broken buildings, giving the rest of the team free will to absolutely tear apart. And for those of you who are keen, it's PLG versus RAiD Black. And it's going to be beginning shortly here, guys. So yeah, as we said before, Rotterdam is going to be the first map in tonight's matchup. I'll be joined by Lycan in the co-cast for the match. It's going to be awesome. Me and Lycan will be casting the games all the way through week 7, and to see players like we're seeing with Dedalek in RAiD Black making their way through the semi-finals to play it off against teams like PLG. These guys are really going to show the community what they can bring to the table. Although PLG are the undefeated champions, it doesn't mean that teams can't beat them. Chaos has shown repeatedly throughout the season how good PLG are and what their weaknesses are in the defense as well as the attack. So guys, let's jump into the game and see what these teams have got. And these teams are off. We're going to be having PLG in the attack first, while we have RAiD Black in the red on the defense. We're seeing Cola going straight for B as the assault to lock off that B spawn. Nikov taking positions on the right there, while Dedalek hits the riverfront. Beam player hanging back and already getting shots down range. Nikov having to move across as PLG tried to go for that frontal assault. Nikov just chilling right there, holding those sandbags. PLG being sneaky round the side as Geordie starts to get those first shots off. Nikov going down, Geordie being very, very aggressive here when it comes to the medic class, playing up front and personal, and is in perfect position for it, locking down the mid. Hits for 94, he's just trying to get the players towards Bravo, but Cola getting some good hits in there, and we've seen Dedalek there with a double as he pushes on towards the A site here. But again, PLG push that defense all the way forward, and they're going to start to trap you in. As you start to get more and more closer towards their spawn, it's going to allow for these players to make their way around the outside, use those smokes, and before you know it, you've got a spawn beacon and 2 bombs set behind you. Jubs with that Panzerfaust doing an awesome job there, taking down that cover. exposing Beam Player to the rest of the team. Geordie already making his way to bottom shot, 2 players above, Jubs following up as they look to make their way towards Broken here. Geordie taking off Nikoff, and there's still one more player in those buildings. Geordie's just going to try and head for that A control. And remember what I said before, PLG will bring you all the way forward, create nice space around the Alpha Bomb so they can move in and get it set. It's a 1v1, Geordie versus Dedalek as he goes to get the shots in, but Beam Player, after taking out Maxi, quick turn, and that's going to be Geordie out of the game as Jubs looks to make his way in, gets a big double. It's him and Beam Player. Beam Player is going to try and look for the pistol kill here, but he's being chased and he hits Jubs with a massive headshot, and that is going to be Beam Player almost single-handedly defending that Alpha Bomb, forcing PLG to reset their game plan and think about what they need to do. Fresh spawn beacon coming out on site there. So PLG under pressure at the beginning here. They've already lost 9 tickets and it's not looking too good. Usually at this point we would see PLG already on the Alpha Bomb, but RAiD Black are not letting them anywhere close. Geordie getting bayonet charged, not what you want to see, and that's going to be an instant down. No need for a revive as Maxi and Saint make their way along that left-hand side. Beam Player now having to fall back. He's trying to keep eyes on those stairs. He sees one, trying to get the shot off there, waiting for a perfect moment. Usually maybe a body shot would have been enough to force that team to slow down and keep the game in control, but he tried to go for the headshot, probably not the best option there, and he's just keeping his eyes in as the left-hand flank starts getting pushed. Delek, really good cover with Maxi. Probably not the Beam Player wanted to get out of the game, but either way, it's working out for him. Nikoff now making his way to take out Geordie. PLG in a bit of trouble here as they're failing on the attack. Nikoff going in with that bayonet charge, but a little too late as we're starting to see Beam Player get the trades as Jubs is able to take out Nikoff. We're starting to see this RAiD Black side holding quite commanding control, but PLG have found a kink in that armor from RAiD Black, and they've made their way through. First bomb is set, and they've still got a ton of tickets on the scoreboard to get towards Bravo. But Dedalek coming in for the Ninja. He's halfway in with the defuse. He jumps over the bomb, and he can't get it in time before Saint is able to pick Nikoff, Beam Player, and Dedalek off of there. And Bravo is going to start to have massive amounts of pressure. You really only get one chance to get that bomb defused, especially on a map like this. And yeah, PLG are already holding that Bravo control. Geordie, being that front man, takes out one, and that kill feed is looking very blue right now, very much in favour of PLG. Jubs is able to hit Nikoff. Beam Player still up to his old tricks, was able to take out Geordie. Saint able to get that trade. Support versus Recon. Support is an absolute monster of a class there. And yeah, it's going to be absolutely smashing it. Jubs looking to spawn up. Geordie is here as well. They've got that Bravo set. They're looking to clean things up before they move to the second sector. They've just got to get one more kill here. But a bit slow, a bit rough to start for that PLG side. RAiD Black showing a lot of promise though, being able to put PLG under that much pressure early on. And things aren't going to get easier as we progress throughout the sectors. Sector 2 is particularly rough, especially if you're not able to win that scraps in the sandbags. As you can see, Dedalek holding straight on bomb, already putting fire down range, but just getting hit by Geordie. Jubs is able to take out Nikoff. Beam Player playing quite far back there, and he's just going to be trying to hold the push and the flank around the bomb while Kohler is going to be holding those back stairs. But Geordie already on the bomb, tries to plant. Nade was there, can't win the gunfight against Kohler and Nikoff, and he's going to go down. Maxi on the top roof, just landing shots left, right and centre. And that's going to be putting these guys one shot, allowing for some easy kills to the rest of his team. Beam Player getting beamed right there. Second on Nikoff. He's absolutely tearing this RAiD Black team apart. And revives are going to be coming in. Smokes are out. Maxi's going to be repositioning here. And yeah, PLG seem to be on a roll. start to see these guys make their way around and getting some kills. We're now going to be following these guys as they set Alpha. They're going to be making their way to that Bravo control. And yeah, PLG already on it while we have a pretty slow response here from the guys from RAiD Black. Saint is going to be there to challenge. Tries to get the shots in, goes in with that revolver. Dedalek, not too sure what happened there. But Saint goes down and PLG going to have to reset once again. But it looks like Geordie was able to sneak in right behind the back there. Cola was able to pick up Maxi, and as he spent his time trying to pick off that recon, Geordie was able to get in and get that bomb set, and we've got a slow response coming in from RAiD Black now. This could be a very, very quick second sector as we're going to move into the third. And RAiD Black really need to be here and enforce. They can't afford to get wiped off of this defense, because in just a few seconds we're going to start to see PLG push across that bridge, and they're going to be on top of that Alpha bomb in absolutely no time. So Jubs is going to be making his way across the bridge there with Maxi. The rest of the guys, Dedalek is going to be holding along the back. And as we start to make our way into this third sector, we had a very slow first, a quick second. Maxi already in position, start nailing on Dedalek there as Geordie goes down. Gets the hit 72. That's going to force RAiD to make their way round the back. And yeah, now if I'm not mistaken, I should have a Mr. Lycan on the comms with me here to cast the rest of this map with me.
Good evening, good evening.
Oh, well, there you
are. I hope you can. Right, yeah, I'm back and ready to rock and roll. We have all got it all sorted. And I am actually caught up with you now. There's no longer a delay, so yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it.
Yeah, so as we saw, just a bit of a recap, that first sector was really rough for PLG. I've never seen them struggle so quickly against a team like RAiD Black. Beam Play has been on absolute fire, the same with Nikov. Those two working together have been dominant. But second sector didn't quite go their way. Maxi was just ripping that RAiD Black side apart from the bridge. And sector 3, we've got a really strong defense here, and this is usually the sector that goes down quite quickly, eh, Lycan?
Yeah, it does. So, as you know, it's all close quarters fighting in the alleyways, and you're going to be seeing these teams now move out towards that Bravo objective as soon as Alpha has been detonated. Also, a little cheeky little hit there from a Panzerfaust a bit earlier. I did notice some of the PLG guys pushing straight through the tunnel into the courtyard, and a big old Panzerfaust came and hit one of them straight at the face. And it just brought me back little bits of memories from our last cast that we did. Absolutely insane plays going through so far.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you think of these recons at the moment? Both Beam Player and Maxi have been absolutely dominant, both in close range and long range, especially in a game like Rotterdam, relying on those pistols. They've just been tearing apart. Do you think they're making a huge difference compared to what we would expect things like the Assault to be doing?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, being a recon player, you've got that option for the long-range firefight a bit more than the ZK-383s, the Sturmgewehrs. FG-42, not so much, because you can pretty much beam someone from across the map anyway. But especially when you've got that bow-action rifle, a single hit, even to the leg, can do enough damage where that player becomes one shot, and it just allows your teammates to come in and take that guy out.
Yeah, but Dedalek absolutely tearing straight through that building, was able to hit Geordie, but does get picked off in the trade. Jubs and Saint also doing their work. Cola and Nikov are down. A bomb is planted. They're just trying to hold on to it for a little bit longer as they make their way towards Bravo, and there's hardly anyone there from RAiD Black. They're spawning at that spawn beacon. Jubs is just really eager to get out that door. He probably could have gone a little bit sooner, but we're starting to see PLG gain control of these second bombs very quickly. I mean, it's obviously something that we see, but RAiD Black need to be turned on for these second bombs. You lose Alpha, you have to get on Bravo quicker.
Yeah, so that Bravo objective has just now been planted here by Saint, and he is defending. Lovely double kill coming in there as Saint and Geordie pick up one each, stopping RAiD from going in for the defuse. That's actually the whole team wipe. You currently see the other two dead members down next to the marketplace. This is just going to allow PLG to take hold of Bravo and actually push up towards those two final sectors, Alpha and Bravo, which is at the train station, and they're exactly parallel from each other. One above, one below.
Yeah, Geordie and Maxi taking that top road while we have the likes of Saint and Jubs taking the bottom here. I mean, this is going to be quite nice for Maxi as he switched to the PO8. He's just going to be shredding people because we know how disgusting that PO8 is in that mid-range combat. Nikoff just demonstrated that perfectly for us, whereas we see the support getting outgunned by a recon. But laying down Cola there is going to be shutting that from Maxi, and Geordie makes his way to a pretty undefended Alpha. Beam player was there in the back. I don't think he saw Geordie sneak in. Jubs and Saint are there to cover. Very quick plant here from the likes of PLG.
Yeah, so just seen Geordie there doing what he does best, and that is sneaking his way directly into the objective. And he's now put the pressure on here for the enemy. And this is forcing RAiD just to try and go in and try and get that defuse. And unfortunately, it just takes all the players out of their cover. And there you go, you've seen it happen. Saint can do with a beautiful triple. Geordie picking up the final kill. Alpha's been detonated. And now it's time for Bravo.
Yeah, I mean, you had Saint at the top there clearing things up, and now he's just picking up the trade after trade, just holding these guys back. Maxi taking the left-hand side here, trying to stop these guys flanking round. Cola gets hit. Jubs in with the save there. Maxi probably dropping a brick or two as he saw Cola come around the side. Jubs is going to be picking up Dedalek, and Beam player goes down with that. Probably being the last sector going down, and PLG taking the first half of Rotterdam by storm.
Absolutely insane. And just looking at those scoreboards, you can tell as well, all of PLG coming over plus 10. Absolute insanity going down there. Absolute insanity.
Yeah, so, you know, that was really good plays there. I'm really surprised about how well RAiD Black were able to destroy that first attack from PLG where most teams would fall. Now, it looks like we got a cheeky replay from the best moment of this game so far. Let's see what that one's like.
On player, you've got that option for the long-range firefight a bit more than the ZK-383s, the Sturmgewehrs. FG-42, not so much, because you can pretty much beam someone from across the map anyway. But especially when you've got that bow-action rifle, a single hit even to the leg can do enough damage where that player becomes one shot, and it just allows your teammates to come in and take that.
Yeah, so again, Dedalek, who's been dominating in the frag leaderboards here, sitting and challenging the likes of Paz and Geordie, which is something that you don't usually see someone from the mid-table teams able to compete at a level like the rest of these guys. But these medics are just crazy OP in tonight's game of PLG versus RAiD Black. PLG take the first half of Rotterdam. We'll be moving into the second half very soon. But Lycan, this game is shaping up to be something awesome, right?
Oh yes, so what I've caught of it so far, it's been an absolute amazing game so far. PLG coming ahead super damn strong. RAiD getting pushed back pretty damn quickly after that first objective on Rotterdam. But again, we're going to be switching over now. We're going to be seeing RAiD in attack and PLG in defense. What are we going to see? Are we going to see PLG put up a brick wall to start with? Or are we going to be seeing RAiD actually push through that initial start and get their way towards where PLG took them down?
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to how quickly you can shut down the likes of Saint and Maxi. Those two guys, when they're posted up, can hold that alpha bomb pretty much on their own, and they're just really relying on the likes of Geordie and Jubs to just cause absolute mayhem for the team here. But as you can see, Dedalek pushing forward with Nikoff, and we're going for a full left attack from RAiD, who are really pushing their agenda very quickly across the map right now. Nikoff looking to shut down broken buildings, and we're already seeing the presence of Maxi being felt, forces Dedalek there to be one shot, which is going to make a really easy kill for the rest of the team. Bayonet charge coming in, but Geordie knows to put a stop to that right away. With that full team wipe from RAiD, so they're going to have to rethink their game plan and start again.
Yeah, so pushing down the waterfront side may not be the best tactic to go up against PLG. If you remember during a previous stream, we actually had Chaos go through Marketplace against PLG, and they actually managed to get the bomb plant on Alpha and onto Bravo as well. So just getting a few members of that team in a sneaky position so they can just sneak around, get that beacon down, and come in from a different angle. Because at the moment, Max Zeke with that rifle is going to be absolutely insane. He's just going to be pinging off any members going down that waterfront. And we're going to be seeing the likes of Jubs and Geordie going to be holding up on that right side. You can see Geordie there taking down 2 to start with. Beanpair trying to go for the kill with that lovely pistol. But here comes Geordie and his teammate. And there he goes. He goes down as well.
And this is what I was talking about with Saint and Maxi working together, holding down some of these big pushes. It's just going to allow Geordie and Jubs to just move around on the opposite flank and intercept anyone who decides that they don't want a piece of what Maxi and Saint have to offer. And they're pushing that defense right all the way up to RAiD. But unlike the first half, PLG know when to fall back, know when to release that pressure, so they can start to reorganize their defense and just bait RAiD into more and more crossfire. But Geordie doing what Geordie does best, able to take off Nikoff. Dedalek is now stopped here, has to go for the revive, has to smoke up. He's going to be running into a Maxi very, very shortly. With Saint on that left-hand side, he's got Jubs on the right, ready to intercept here by the road. And even though we started seeing shots down range, Maxi picks off Beam player. Geordie takes out Dedalek there. But Cola making his way all the way around the back of the map. Spawns coming in. RAiD need to be careful not to give this flank away by all spawning on Cola here.
And this is exactly what I've been talking about. Whilst you've got PLG kind of looking down the waterfront side, you're now going to be seeing RAiD come ahead from that marketplace towards broken buildings. And hopefully, looks like Beam Player's got his beacon set up. So now RAiD can come in at a different angle, but they need to do it quickly because as soon as PLG notices, they're going to get into a defensive perimeter around this angle as well now and just put the same brick wall up as they had to start with.
Yeah, and you know, RAiD made a massive mistake there. They needed to leave 2 people on that bridge to keep PLG busy. And the fact that they didn't spawn up, they were somewhere around the map. PLG aren't a stupid team. They know that you're going to be trying a flank, and you saw that instantly in that third-person cam. They immediately pulled back, intercepted straight away. And even though they've got some semblance of Bravo control, Dedalek is pretty much on an island onto his own, and he's already feeling the pressure as Geordie takes him down.
So yeah, we've just got Cola now spawning off that beacon. Now the beacon is still up and ready to rock and roll, but I'm sure PLG can hear the beacons hissing going off. And there we go, we've got Jubs jumping down with his teammate right next to him, which I can only believe is Geordie, and they're going to be looking to destroy that beacon. Now this is the time for RAiD to go past the alpha point and get straight through the water side. They got to go through Max Zeke. Now Max Zeke will be already calling this out, putting down some suppressing fire, getting some beams like he just did then to Cola, and he's just going to be an overall nuisance. He just took down another as well, killing off Dedalek with a beautiful headshot and utilizes the boat there for head glitching. Oh my god, what an amazing play coming in from Maxi with the triple, and Geordie picking up the final kill onto Nikoff with that lovely ZK383.
Yeah, like you said, RAiD had the opportunity to make their way down that riverside, but with Maxi on his own, on the boat, just slows these guys right down. At least enough for the rest of the team to come in and support. Beam player missed 3 critical shots there. And on that 4th attempt, Maxi knew exactly where he was going to peek out. And that was just an easy kill to take down. And now PLG back to square one, forcing RAiD to rethink things yet again. RAiD are down to 10 tickets left, and they've got 5 minutes on the clock to try and take both Alpha and Bravo here.
Yeah, so they're being pushed back very slowly here. Again, we've got Geordie and Jubs already set up here on the right side of the canal, and we're going to be seeing Jubs there take down Dedalek. Even just Geordie around that corner, just giving HP to his teammate Cola, coming in with a kill against Jubs there, as he will be going down. That's the assault player for PLG. Geordie taking a bit of fire, goes straight for the revive, getting his teammate back up, and straight back to the game. Geordie set back up at the docks here in the canal, and again, with just 8 tickets remaining, Maxi going to save his teammate of Saint here, which I was not expecting, because when you're on the PLG side and you're defending, tickets don't really matter for you. It's more like the attackers. Just like Saint, unfortunately, does go back down again, but I believe Maxi might be able to get himself a very cheeky and sneaky headshot in a second.
I mean, like you said, the the kills and deaths don't really matter too much in the defense there, and going for the revives is something you don't usually see, but when you push the defense that far up in the map, you need to make sure these guys aren't spawning too far away, and then you end up in a quick team wipe. As you can see, by getting that revive on Saint, he goes down almost instantly, gives the information to the rest of his team, and that's going to be a very, very easy defense here. With 4 tickets left, one big push from RAiD, there's not much they can really do, but Dedalek is trying his best here.
Yeah, so Dedalek went just falling. He went up against 3 enemy members of PLG. Now just with being player with the bayonet charge. Maxi with the same thing as well, but unfortunately, Maxi was the one to fall. But then straight away afterwards, we have got Saint and Geordie just defending on that right side. So with just 1 ticket remaining, and I think there might be a bleed out. I think there is as well. We're going to be saying GG's as we move over to map 2.
Yeah, and you know, PLG showing off just how dominant they are, taking all the sectors in the beginning there, and you know, then being an absolute bulwark in the defense there. No one can really get past them unless your name's Chaos at this point. But RAiD Black have been showing them some really, really good stuff, especially in that defense on the first half of Rotterdam. I'm really hoping they can bring that to the next series of maps here in tonight's matchup. I mean, what do you think RAiD Black need to do to be able to at least bring this to a 3rd map tonight?
Well, we need to see RAiD get very much aggressive, and also they need to be able to get those flanks down without notifying PLG where they are. Now, by doing so, it's just leaving 2 as kind of like a dummy, so they could just take PLG's attention away, allowing RAiD Black to move around the flanks, go for the objective plans, and when it also comes to those defenses, they need to just lock down the sector like PLG did, put up a brick wall, make sure they've got their teammates back, and just go in for the kills.
Well, I mean, the next map is going to be Devastation here, and it's a map that PLG really know how to play. They're really on top of their game with it here, and RAiD are just going to have to be careful because it's a close range map. They're really going to rely on those players like Dedalek to close that gap. Beam player, we know he can play a lot better with that PO8, I believe, and he's just going to need to smash those headshots, especially in that first objective of the library here. So, Lycan, who do you think is our key player to watch out through this Devastation matchup? Who's the one that's going to be making those gaps and holding the defense?
Well, I think we need to keep an eye on Saint. Saint, as you know, is the support player coming in with the FG42, an absolute beam machine. Geordie is a very sneaky man as well. He likes to hide around the corners there, wait for the enemy to come to him, and get 2 or 3 kills straight away. For RAiD Black, I want to keep an eye on Beam player. Beam player, being the sniper, is going to be an absolute pain in the butt here. I reckon he's going to be looking to go around that flank, get a beacon down, and try to just be an absolute pain when it comes to their attack inside. But we shall see.
Yeah, so we are here with that first matchup going towards that PLG side, and we really need to start to see RAiD buck up their ideas. They should be warmed up by now as PLG go for that aggressive left-hand flank. Jubs wanting to take the lead but slows down to let someone else take those first shots, and it's going to be baiting out Maxi. Run, little rabbit, run, as he makes his way further down the road towards Alpha.
Okay, so a few shots coming in there from Beam player with the PO8 carbine, shutting down the sniper of PLG. That's Maxi. Geordie going to be looking to move straight to that fire, going for the revive but taking a bit of damage in the meantime. Looks like he may actually be pushed over towards Jubs here to allow him to push forward. Geordie with a very, very cheeky push, taking down Cola. Going for the other one is to take down Dedalek as well, coming around the rear to try and stop RAiD setup in defense. He knows there's another guy here, he knows the movement. He's coming in, getting a headshot at Nikov. That is a beautiful triple. And he's now going in for the revive on the Saints, saving that ticket. Lovely plays from Geordie as always. And looks like the Alpha objective is now under siege, and we may actually see a flank coming in very shortly.
Yeah, I mean, Geordie is an absolute machine, and he'll challenge everything. He's not afraid to make the pushes that most players would be too scared to push. And after getting those revives as well, it just shows you what a good medic can do. And he just doesn't stop going as he picks up another double here to secure that Alpha bomb once again and start to push the attack already on Bravo. She's Lycan, that guy is hard to stop here, especially on a map like Devastation.
Yeah, he's always on the move, and he's even moved up to the spawning location here of RAiD to make sure they don't come in and go for that Bravo point. By the looks of it, RAiD actually has got a few spawn-offs at the top of the library, maybe from a beacon by the sound of things. But Geordie, again on that Bravo point, clean player going down to inside Jubs. And Geordie just pushed up front line, going down to Cola, Maxi, and we'll be down there. And then we've got Geordie and Jubs both going down as well. He just nick off with just 2 HP, but it's a little too late. RAiD's been pushed now to the Cathedral Devastation.
Yeah, I mean, even with that full team wipe, which we could have really seen a little bit earlier, they were doing really well by baiting PLG back towards the Alpha site, where they had the cover and the angles to just rip them a new one, which they did, but little too late, like you said, and bombs already gone off, and we're already into the second sector of Devastation, as RAiD will be looking to defend the church. They're already gunning down PLG as they cross the river. And this is where you want to fight PLG. You want to start getting these tickets off. You want to try and drop them by at least 5 to 6 tickets in this first beginning push before they even take foot in the church. But PLG is already there. Cola hits with the Panzerfaust. He's going to force some players back. But PLG looking to set up and begin their push as Geordie up in front through the smoke. He goes down, but it's allowing Maxi to make his way towards the bomb site. Jubs picks up the right, goes for the second kill there, but Dedalek is going to be in for that one as Maxi gets picked off. PLG are going to be wiped here. So that's going to be 4 tickets already down. They're making things difficult for PLG, and this is what we need to see RAiD do. Put that pressure on, but you know, just stay cool in your own defense. The moment you panic, that's where PLG are going to pounce.
Yeah, so not get too far out, don't overextend, stay next to your teammates as well, because it's nothing better than having backup. If your teammate's gone down but put damage on the enemy, your teammate can follow up and get that kill, hopefully. And because you're in the same squad, go for the revive if it's safe to do so. But it looks like PLG splitting off into 2 pairs now coming in. We've got Saint and Maxi now moving in from the top end towards double doors, and they're going to be looking to push into Alpha. We have got Jubs and Geordie going straight up the ramp over towards the Organ Tower. And by the looks of it, we are going to be seeing a plan coming in from Geordie.
Yeah, Nikoff able to take out Jubs there, but Geordie knows, misses the grenade shot and, you know, nearly misses the kill, but Saint is there ready to pick up that trade and take Jubs' position. Dedalek looks to push after picking up Saint, but, you know, you got Geordie in probably one of the nastiest angles on any map so far. Those stairs are just absolutely deadly, and it's a really hard bomb to take back when you've got someone close range, especially in the assault or the medic class there. But Bravo, they're able to re-secure that. Maxi's gone down. Cola was the one to be able to shut him down with that Sturmgewehr. And it's now up to this defense. They got to take them down by 30 tickets because fighting on that last sector is always rough like that. It's always rough.
Yeah, it's pretty damn rough. Now, I don't know what just happened to Jubs. Apparently, he killed himself. But Geordie coming in with a beautiful double kill via collateral with that ZK-383. Take down Beam Player and Dedalek as they try to run away from the engagement. Headshots Cola with the triple. Defends the plant on his own. And is now going to be getting himself set up here on the ramp to overlook out the window to check anyone else is pushing in. What an amazing play Geordie's been doing today. Oh my god, this man is just clip-worthy.
Yeah, he's an absolute fire tonight, and that's exactly where you want your players in a semi-final, playing at their best like you've got everything to lose. But that second bomb has been set off, and with that, second sector has been captured by PLG as we've seen the third sector open up.
Yeah, so we're now going to be going over to the Alpha objective, which is outside the theatre, and Bravo, which is actually inside the theatre here. But we've got RAiD already set up here. It looks like in the broken room. And we've got one set up in the broken area as well, right next to that broken room. And we've also got a few other members set up in the alleyway and also overlooking the entrance to the cathedral.
Yeah, Cola picking up Geordie twice during the kill feed. You always love to see it. Maxi able to take out Nikoff. Saint with that trade. Jubs now picking off Beam Player there. There's hardly anyone left here. It's just Dedalek on his own trying to defend Alpha. He gets the early shots in against Jubs. Goes for that challenge. Jubs goes down, but Saint is there for the trade. And PLG just trading off in their pairs, you know, like it was every other game. They play very well together. And that's going to be Alpha set. And we're starting to see the counter-attack coming in from RAiD and the defuse coming in from Cola.
Yeah, so Cola's got that defuse. He snuck in under the smoke, went prone, got the defuse. His teammates came in from behind, shut down the rest of PLG who's trying to defend that plant, and have now managed to reset and go back at PLG here. So they're going to be starting to take PLG's numbers down, dwindling one by one. But if PLG goes to the plants again and gets hold of it, they then push over to the next game, which will actually be a switch of rounds. But you can already see that Jordy utilizing the top of the rubble there just for a bit of advantage, and his enemy came up from the top there to opposite him, and he does shut down there as well. But PO8 Carbine coming from Bean players, shutting down Jubs. Jordy going for Bean again, but Bean shutting him down, and we are now going to be seeing Maxi move in for the plant. Bean player taking down Saint. That's the triple. Is now Maxi versus Bean, and Maxi comes out on top. But he's got to deal with Dedalect, who just came in and finished him off, going in for that defuse.
Yeah, I mean, that PO8, it's absolutely monstrous in close combat here, but when you spend half your ammo taking someone down, it doesn't leave much when you got a medic sliding around the corner looking to chow. Alpha still under the control of RAiD Black. 28 tickets left for this PLG side. They're getting dangerously close to that halfway point as well. They need to start making moves, but RAiD Black are just making it incredibly difficult. Dedalek with the double, Ikola picking off the flank from Maxi right there, and Saint just watching the world go by.
Yeah, so Saint is actually the super sneaky spot. He's trying to hold anchor. He is the last man alive there now. His teammate is spawning in off that beacon. But Saint has just finished off 2, killed off Nick, taking down Dedalek, gone for the plant. Now he's got to defend this plant with his life. He's got his teammate spawn off on him here. Are we going to be seeing PLG come ahead with that beautiful, beautiful, victorious run straight to Bravo? We're going to be seeing Saint now with that FG42, but gets shut down by the Sturmgewehr of Cola. Now it's Maxi on his own. He's going to have to try and fall back here. No way he can take on 3. I mean, he probably could, but in that engagement, this will decide to back out.
Thing is, we need to see PLG push past the Alpha bomb. The fact that they're trying to defend it from so far away just allows the likes of RAiD to push in, use it as cover, get the defuse down, and then start making things incredibly difficult. They have to set that bomb, and they have to really start getting things going. But Geordie clearing up the map. Saint clearing up Geordie as Nikoff starts to try and put in some work around the Alpha bomb. And he's trying to challenge on his own. Able to hit Saint, and he might be able to get the defuse there, but he has to decide between that and reloading. And Geordie punishes him for, not being decisive enough.
Yeah, so Geordie, as you would say, just holds the W key constantly and just goes for it. He doesn't stop for no man. As you see, push straight into that. And with Saint already opening fire with the FG42, Geordie ran straight into the line of fire that went down to him. But, teammates being able to get each other back up. Now, it looks like Maxi just went down to Dedalek. Now, Dedalek actually had a chance to get a triple there. It looks like Geordie was going in for a revive onto Maxi, but unfortunately could not see him in the nick of time and did go down. And then, oh my god, I can speak. There goes Dedalek again, going after Jubs, but Jubs shut him down. That Sturmgewehr 1-5. Cola now on his own, going up against Geordie, shut him down. Beam player covered in for the backup with Nick from underneath. We have still got ourselves RAiD in defense, and they're still doing a bloody good job. We have got 18 tickets remaining with 5 minutes and 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and that's the key thing to take away from this one. 17 tickets left. They've managed to knock off a full 20 tickets off of this PLG side on one bomb site, and they've taken it down to 5 minutes. And if they can keep this pressure up, they've definitely got, I think, the easier bomb to defend. There's very scrappy gunfights here, and as long as that beacon holds in that top control, you can just keep piling in guys, one after the other after the other. Geordie gets taken out. Cola trying to go for the challenge, didn't really need to, and Jobs punishes him for that.
Yeah, so what RAiD's real objective here to do is to try and stop Geordie as much as possible. Now, Geordie is the king at close range when it comes to this sort of fight. As you know, bomb point Bravo is pretty close-knitted. So if Geordie can stay down out of the fight, we might just see RAiD take this. But it looks like Geordie is back up. He came in to take down Beam player. Cola's on his own, and there goes Geordie again, taking him down. This is what I'm talking about. Geordie at close range. It just absolutely nails everybody. And we are going to be seeing that Bravo objective planted. And by the looks of things, PLG already set up for the defense of their plant, which means it's probably going to go for a detonation at this rate.
Yeah, and we're starting to see some quick kills though coming in from the RAiD side. as they're picking guys off, but Geordie comes back into the fight to give Saint a helping hand. Both players picking up a double, and that's going to be Bravo set and the first half of Devastation complete. PLG able to push it all the way to the next sectors as RAiD prepare for their attack. So yeah, we've seen some really good plays from these guys, and I believe we've got a cheeky squad white replay coming up for you. All that, Maxi's gone down. Kohler was the one to be able to shut him down with that Sturmgewehr, and it's now up to this defence. They got to take them down by 30 tickets because fighting on that last sector is always rough, right? It's always rough.
Yeah, it's pretty damn rough. Now, I don't know what just happened to Jubs. Apparently he killed himself. But Geordie coming in with a beautiful double kill via collateral with that ZK-383. Take down Beam Player and Devlink as they try to run away from the engagement.
Yeah, so Lycan, we saw Geordie causing absolute mayhem there, and that collat double in the church was beautiful. You love to see it. So what does RAiD Black have to do in their attack to try and beat this game? They've got to get to that last flag. They've got to take all of the sectors to try and push it through to the decider map of Arras here. And, you know, what do they need to do to get to that point?
So, they need to be sneaky. They need to get that beacon right behind the enemy team, and they need to split up in pairs so they can put down the pressure against the enemy as well. That, I believe, will be the decisive move for RAiD to be able to come ahead and get a few bomb plants in, and maybe even go for the win. They've got to shut down Geordie when they can as well. Geordie is so aggressive in this matchup so far that the man just doesn't stay still. He's always up in the enemy's face, so they need to make sure he's shut down and out of the game as much as possible so they can just lay off the other rest of PLG.
Yeah, and you know, Devastation, as we've seen, close quarters, central here. You've only got a very few opportunities to engage in some really long-range combat. So we're just going to have to see what RAiD Black bring to this fight and whether they can take it to a map 3.
So here we go. We are starting on round 2 Devastation. RAiD in attack with PLG defending. And we're going to be seeing them push their way in. I want to keep an eye on that sniper and see what he can do. See if he can get himself a sneaky beacon. Or they're just going to go straight in from the left side, which is what PLG will be anticipating, this left side push. Let's see how they fare.
Yeah, Beam Player trying to push up behind Kohler there. Nikoff taking the first brunt of the pushes in. And PLG looking to wrap around in their defense, get them from the riverfront and cut these guys down in the crossfire. No one going down just yet. But Saint and Jubs pick off Delek and Kohler, the guys that you don't really want to take out here. And it's not looking good for the likes of RAiD as Geordie picks off a double and RAiD forced into the scraps all the way back into their spawn. PLG push to the defense right back up as RAiD Black immediately lose a few more tickets than they're hoping to within the first 60 seconds here.
Yeah, so RAiD went up that left side, PLG anticipating as normal. Went up with Geordie. Geordie getting super damn aggressive, just putting the pressure on, allowing Saint to go for the long range fire as well, and just shutting down RAiD's attack there. So your Beam Player putting his beacon down actually at the spawning location, so not in a great location. I would be tempted to keep hold of my beacon and maybe push up that right side of the canal and have a teammate just to follow you through. 2 other members of RAiD on that left side, just keep PLG a little bit busy and see if RAiD can sneak their way through. But looks like they're still going to be pushing this left side. We've still got a few members of PLG defending. There's inside Jobs going down. Here comes Geordie. Geordie gets one. Geordie goes for the second, but gets taken down by Beam Player.
Oh, you love to see that
Beam
one.
Player. Yeah, so Beam Player coming in victorious. Absolutely amazing.
And here we have it. RAiD already in the bomb sites here. Kohler able to make through with Nikoff. Bomb is set. PLG spawning up on top. Kohler and Nikoff look to try and hold this off as we like to see Delek and Beam Player moving in. Jubs picking off the first kill there. And it looks like the defuse might be on as Delek looks to move in. Sees the defuse and can't get there in time as Geordie picks up that kill. Beam Player looking to challenge, but with bullets and grenades coming his way, not much you can do. But spawn beacon is set up right outside of the objective room. We're starting to see some proper aggressive here from RAiD, and they're doing an amazing job at keeping this pressure up.
Yeah, so RAiD getting super damn aggressive. They managed to get themselves located inside of the Alpha point. However, losing 3 of their teammates straight away to Geordie, who just came in and wiped the whole team with Jub's help. Oh my god, Geordie is just on fire today and has reset RAiD all the way back to their spawn.
Yeah, Beam player taking the long walk of shame down the alley there, and he's going to be running into a PLG defense in no matter of time. We're seeing Jubs being very, very sneaky there, just waiting behind those sandbags, waiting for someone to pounce. But him and Jordan respectively pick up some kills. Saint takes out Beam player. Nikoff able to hit Maxi there, but he's all on his own as Cola puts in the hard work, picks up 1, picks up 2. Those 2 star players from PLG are out of the game at the moment as he makes his way towards Alpha. And he's trying to go through, but he's just getting pinned down. He's just trying to get around the back, get the spawns in for his team, and hopefully stay a little bit more safe as we get closer and closer towards the game here.
Yeah, so well played to him indeed. He managed to get past the initial fire coming in there from Saint. Goes for the anchor, but unfortunately, by the looks of things, PLG, Maxi spawned in at the right time, heard the movement, and have come down absolutely beaming there with Jubs taking down that flank. Maxi now moving up that far right side. We've still 1 member of RAiD in the middle sector, who's now going to be looking to move up here with his teammates. Let's see who's currently defending this, but Jubs moving forward. It looks like that's Geordie on the left side next to the Alpha Objective, going to be looking to push that far left side, and we are going to be seeing. Let's see if RAiD can get their way around that right side and that sneaky play like I said they should have done. We need that beacon up front though as well here. Oh, it's not going to be lasting very long.
Yeah, Nikoff making his way there, but Cola in the water. I mean, I don't know what it is about water on this map, but you can hear it from a mile away. But luckily, Nikoff was able to win that engagement and make his way towards that Alpha bomb. Cola just needs to stay alive as Nikoff gets gunned down the moment he takes a foot into the objective site. Beam player trying to get a bit more forward. And I mean, some really good work there. We've seen a 2-piece from Saint, but we've also got a nice double from Cola from just a few seconds ago that really opened up the game. Him and Jordan respectively pick up some kills. Saint takes up Beam player. Nikoff able to hit Maxi there, but he's all on his own as Cola puts in the hard work, picks up 1, picks up 2. Those 2 star players from PLG are out.
The enemy. If he gets the kill, he gets the kill. If he doesn't, he goes down. But it looks like we're going to be seeing Cola now push his way up. And we have got Devastation inside of the Alpha point here. He's got enemies above him. Let's see if he sneaks his way to the Alpha point and go for the plan. Now, Geordie has already spotted the enemy. Misses a bunch of shots. Now, this is going to be putting Geordie in a bit of a sticky situation. Is he got the reload going off here? No, he still takes down 1, though. And that's going to be Alpha defused. Well played to Geordie. Despite missing a few initial rounds there, he managed to jump on top and still take down RAiD.
Yeah, he's lucky he had the help from Maxi and Jub to take out those 2 players. Put Cola down to 1 shot. Geordie, I think, feeling a bit of the pressure here, but they're, like I said, able to clean things up. You can already see them push that defense back to that mid-map, all the way to the grey. And RAiD Black trying to go for that flank and that push at the same time, but they've switched it up. PLG, they've got Maxi on the left-hand side, putting the pressure in. Smokes are out, but things getting quite slow for RAiD. 9 tickets left on the board. They got enough for about 3 more pushes. And they've got 3.5 minutes to execute both Alpha and Bravo bombs here. Devastation looking to push in. He needs to be careful of the players to the left. Really good smoke, allowing Cola to push through after he picks up Jubs. He picks up Geordie. Now we're starting to see Saint get put under pressure, but Saint wins that engagement. Devastation going down as RAiD find themselves being flanked by Maxi.
Yes, we've got Maxi now coming up from the top, going back towards the Alpha objective with Saint. Sat on the railing just looking for the enemy now. The enemy's on that left side inside of the library. Now we are going to be seeing Devastation climb up and go for the top end push, which is going to be quite big for him, so he's going to be able to flank on the Jubs. However, he looks like, I think that's Geordie trying to climb up, and Geordie's getting caught in the corner and he will be going down as Devastation takes him out as well. The Alpha objective being planted. There's only 1 more member of PLG who's currently underneath the Alpha point. Is he going to be able to come in and clutch this up? We're going to be seeing RAiD take Alpha, maybe take Bravo.
Yeah, Beam player goes down. It's now up to Cola to hold things off. Devastation is off the scene there. Nikoff holding the top, Cola holding the bottom. PLG coming in force, but Alpha is down. They've got 3 tickets left, 2.5 minutes, and the fight for Bravo to take this to the second sector begins now.
Yeah, so here we go. So we've got Nickel coming in with a beautiful kill, gets Maxi shutting down the enemy sniper at PLG. So he is actually technically on his own. He's got another teammate now coming in from the back end, which will be Deadlicht. Now, if Deadlicht can get himself in, no, he goes down to Saint. Saint with that beautiful FG42, absolutely beaming. Now it's just Beam versus Saint here, which is a pretty big matchup. Long range versus long range. And we will be seeing Beam get the kill. And unfortunately, little too late as we go to the end.
Yeah, and you know, what a match that one was, guys, as we come back from what has been an absolutely explosive battlefield out there on Devastation, back with the HQ, and we've got one awesome replay to show you guys.
I'm up and go for the top end push, which is going to be quite big for him, so he's going to be able to flank on the jubs. However, he looks like, I think that's Geordie trying to climb up, and Geordie's getting caught in the corner, and he will be going down as Deadlicht takes him out as well. The Alpha objective.
Yeah, things are getting really explosive out there, guys. These teams are absolutely gunning things for him. And it looks like PLG have really put the pressure on there, and we're feeling it here at the HQ. So Lycan, that Devastation, absolutely amazing plays there by PLG. And like I said, they've really put the pressure on and showing us how things are done in this first semi-final.
Yeah, absolutely smashing job there from PLG. Came in, ran straight through the enemy. Now RAiD, they did a valiant job, especially in the second round of Devastation. They looked like they were in it to get hold of that Bravo objective, but unfortunately ran out of time. And we will be seeing now PLG push ahead to the finals.